Hello, hello everybody, it's Miriam here again at the Paperwheelz Studio. Can't tell by looking at my desk, I'm working on Halloween. Somewhere in this little pile I have, here it is, I have a Halloween junk journal that I actually put together last year and didn't do anything but put some of the pages together. So this needs a lot of work as far as decorating, inking, ephemera, and that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd bring you along while I work on it today. And maybe do a little magic spell here. A little witch's magic spell. I don't know. How do you do that? Somebody who knows how to do it, let me know. Anyway, and we'll just see what we can come up with for this journal. It was a freebie that I got last year at Halloween time. It's just a little portfolio. And her name has totally left me because she changed it last year. But she did have a freebie every day of the month of October. Excuse me. I moved my desk there a bit. Trying to scoop my wheelchair up. Sorry about that, y'all. So that's where this came from. I put that on first. Yes, it needs some inking. And I'm just going to kind of do a quick flip through. This one was one that I picked up this year and added to this. And show you where it's from momentarily. It is from, what does that say? Arts Paper Crafts on Etsy. So here is the creator of these, couple of these pages. This one, and then there is this one. It was a separate Halloween folio, and when I saw the houses, it fit right in with my theme with this journal, so there's that. And so I've got that page first, and then this kit here with all these other pages besides the two I showed you is from my Porch Prints. She has lovely, lovely digitals, and wow, I wonder if I can get this myself. If not, I'll need to yell it to my magic hands. Hey, magic hands! She'll be here momentarily. I need help putting this back on the rings, please. Introducing magic hands. Just want a couple pages burned in. Be sure to wave before you leave. Okay, be sure you wave at everybody. Tell them bye. Alrighty. Okay, let's get back to the journal then. Anyway, this is from my Porch Prints. And all I've done is alter pages. And it's designed to be a little ring-bound journal to look like a haunted house. So, we're going to create our own little haunted house here. And I know I have a ton of Halloween ephemera here. It's almost overwhelming, y'all. However, we're going to see what we have small tag-wise to put in the front of this journal. We'll see if we can't fill a few pockets here with some things. I got lots and lots of goodies here. In fact, I'm just going to lay a bunch of them out. Then we can pull from them as we need. Now there's another door, but we've already used that for this wood, so we don't want to... No house has two front doors, or do they? Anybody ever seen a house with two front doors? I don't know, let me know if you've ever seen a house with two front doors. I'd be interested and curious. Alright, aha. It came with these little guys, and my thinking, as soon as I can find the other two pieces that I inked to match that, which should probably, oh, here they are. What do you know? There's one, there's another piece. And somewhere is my 2 little inked pieces of book page. Well, we'll skip that for now because I don't want to take time digging in there. We'll do with what we've got here. I warn you, for some reason, this has been Fumble Fingers week, so lots of things go fumbling when I'm having a Fumble Fingers week. So, yeah, we've got glue, and I have backing papers for this. These 2 little tags, which they'll need a little bit of decoration, of course. No tag is complete without some decoration, is it not? These were the ones that came with the kit. I just printed them double-sided. However, they are black. You know, that wasn't good planning on my part, but they are black on the inside. So I've got some bits of paper here that I am just going to make sure I didn't. Maybe I stuck it in this bunch. I don't know. Y'all ever get forgetful? You can't remember where you put things? Yeah, happens to me quite a lot. There is a pocket that's all ready to go. And there's another bigger pocket that's all ready to go. Let's separate out those 2 pockets. And then I had some kind of a witchy pocket somewhere. No, cat witch. Well, you little cat witch, where'd you go? That's not it. Looks just like that. However, I'll run into it sooner or later. Here's some more things I pulled out over here. Let's just get them all together here. Oh, there's another piece of white. Some of these are Tim Holtz pieces as well. These I picked up at our Michael's store. And same with my stickers and things. I believe most of it came from Michael's. So we'll just bring the journal back out here front and center. Got me some glue papers here. And we're going to bring these over, because I don't know that I'm going to need like full sheet glue papers if I'm gluing down pockets and doing that kind of thing. So let's see what we got here. Oh, there's the ones that are already inked. Look at that. One of them anyway. Now it's going to bother me that I don't have the other one in my hand. So, since I don't, that'll go in a different tag, and we'll use this one. These were just some square memo pads that I had, so I thought I could just glue that down in the center there. It can fold up, and then when you open the tag, you've got a nice pretty little spot to write a note. Maybe you put pictures in the center of this, and then you write a little note in these tags as to what your pictures are of or where they were taken. My plan is to, after trick-or-treat and things... Okay. Thank you. Okay. Got that off, and now I'm just going to glue this on here. This is Collal glue. I bought the Collal. It came actually in a different bottle from Etsy. I'm in the United States. And northeast, well, very north. I'm in Ohio. And I don't know about you, but we're in southeast Ohio. It's north, but we're in the southern part of the state. And we are getting rain and thunderstorms today. So it's a nice eerie day to be sitting in the craft room and working on journal things. So I'm just going to lay that in there. I went ahead and folded it in advance so I wouldn't have to worry about it folding with the glue. And I'm just going to squeeze together here and hope none of my glue oozes out and locks it shut. No, it did not. The Collal glue is very similar to using Fabri-Tac. What I have found is it gives me just, it takes slightly longer to dry. It gives me just a little bit more wiggle room, so to speak. So if I need to slide a paper or adjust it in some way, I can do that. Now, somewhere buried on here I have some little decorative bead-like pieces. Better not hum. I might get in trouble for humming because I can... Oh, there's that piece there that I was looking for earlier. Oops, sorry about the crunching. I gotta get it out of the way. Close your ears if you don't like crunching papers. Alright. I didn't even realize, you know, that could actually be a thing to where people do... I'm going to pull these out because that might be neat to put something like that on there. This, where people actually... The sounds are quite loud to them. But it really is a thing. There's another pocket. Kind of pull that one out. Actually, I think it actually goes in another folio that I haven't finished putting together, or that I had extra things for. Alright, so where'd my tags go? Aha. Aha. Not finding my little gem. So we're going to skip, and I'm not going to... They're just little gem pieces, and I thought it's rather than tying something at the top, I could do that. Or, better yet, we could... How could we do this? Add this on. And if I glued everything down but the bottom of it, we would have... Let's get a different one though. Let's get something that just looks like... That paper's a little thin, and I'm looking for... I've got a little bowl over here that I've got these in. I'm looking for one that might be a little thicker, but mainly black and white in color. Let's see what we got. Something's going to pop out. Ooh, here's one that has spider web on the inside. I like it. It looks like spider web. I don't know if that's really on there, but... And in this case, it doesn't even matter that it doesn't match up exactly, because that's going to become our little closure for this. You'll see in just a moment how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to add some glue up at the... Actually, I'm going to add glue to the back side, the whole back side only. Be careful you don't glue it together for now. Then I'm going to take it and put it down how it goes on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and push this down because I want it to be glued at the top. Get this how I need it to be. I got folded really crooked. I'm going to lay it down here, see if I can burnish it down using my fingernail. That helps a lot, I think. And I do it with, as much as I can with my hands, because it keeps me from dropping the tools. So if it can be done with my hands, I'll attempt it. Okay. That looks like that's good. I like it. I like it. So let's put a clip on here for now. And we're just going to clip this shut so that can finish gluing. And you're going to go in this little pocket. I'm going to leave the top pocket empty and push that over so I'll be able to close this one. We got you done. Let's pull another one of my little tags here. I was going to put something on the front of that, but I've changed my mind. I don't believe I will at this time. Now, where did all my other little tags go that I pulled out? Oh, yeah, I swear, sometimes I just can't win. I thought I pulled out a whole stack of them. Did they hit my lap, perhaps? Nope, not on my lap. Really? Really, really. It's really going to be a messed up day if I can't seem to find anything. I really like these old photographs So, and besides, her eyes look really eerie in here. So I'm going to put that in the big pocket. But before I put it away, I'm going to grab one of Margaret's vintage photo pieces from her kit. And hopefully I have one that will match this that I can put on here so it'll look like a negative and also old. Yeah, I can put that on there and then trim around it. These are printed on vellum sticker, some kind of sticker paper. Clear or vellum, I'm not sure which. I think it's clear sticker paper. I'll tell you momentarily. It doesn't feel like vellum or washi sticker paper. Just doesn't feel like that. All right, come on, cooperate. Probably would help if I had a little needle. However, I don't have one handy. There we go, got it. I'm pretty sure these are printed on sticker paper, but it could be what they call washi sticker paper. Now, how are we going to be able to see this lady? No, we're not. Yes, we are. It's going to look very cracked, old, fading photograph. Make sure you get it in the right place too. You might ruin it if you do what I just did. Lucky it didn't pull parts of it up. Okay, well, I want to put it mostly on this side because I kind of like, she's kind of facing that way. And I don't know if you can see how it kind of looks like faded, very, very faded. So we're going to really put it down here. Just scraping around it with my fingernail. I have scrapers here that I could use or something. Here's mine. And I want to put it down like super good because I want her to look all nice and fadey. Ooh, I love it. Doesn't that look really cool? All right, scissors, where are you? I'm just going to trim my photograph to match my frame. Speaking of frame, I don't think I have anything out, so we're not going to try to do a frame now. We're just going to go with the vintage photo negative look. These are just some little scissors. I'm not even sure. I think they're Fiskars. No, they're Singer scissors, y'all. I hope I didn't just put my head in the video, but if I did, I apologize. Still a little hectic around here, but I'm trying to get back into doing videos for you. I enjoy doing them a lot and posting them. It just has been very chaotic at the moment. So we're just going to cut this part off. My photo girl came from Tim Holtz. Halloween ephemera, probably last year. Okie doke. So let's get out my black soot and my dauber to do a little bit of inking. I've been using the same dauber for, you know what, I don't think I'm going to go black. I think I'm going to go with some hickory smoke on this. Distress Oxide Hickory Smoke. This is what I'm using. I like to get my dauber nice and saturated here. If you need to, when you first start using your ink, you could, most of them are newer, you could spritz it with some water to kind of wake it up a little bit. I see Pam on the Paper Outpost doing that often with hers. Make sure I get all my sticky off the edge. I did. Alright, so now we got this piece. We'll see how far we get today. I'm not quite sure. And I just found the perfect place for the very center one. If this fits in the side, we'll put it in the side. If not, it's going to the center. Oh. It's going in the center there. Just with her just peeking through. And I believe I got several different kinds of journal cards here. So let's add one of these for some writing purposes. Kind of like the raven. Let's see what else I have here. Hemlock root, raven's blood, snake venom. There's a raven. Here's a tree that actually has a hidden write. Nope, it doesn't. Some of them have hidden writing spots. Those are ones that came with the kit from my Porch Prints. Here are some more. We've got a witch's alphabet of some kind. Let's just put that in with her. It has some extra room for writing. Some kind of little decree on the back of some kind. So we'll give this pocket that. And I'll come back and put one of my little tags as soon as here they are. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. Okay, let's just get our dauber and use what's on it and make another little piece here. Fold it in half. Only because it makes it a little easier to ink thicker paper, I think. So, how many of you are doing Halloween journals this year? I know I'm probably a little late in the game getting started. However, I just thought I'd ask if there are lots of others doing them. I know Crafty by Tony is doing Halloween, and she's posted a lot of good, interesting ways to make a primer and decorate your journals. I kind of, at this point in my junk journal, not a career, journey. We'll call it a journey. I have kind of an eclectic style, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, different techniques I picked up from various creators or just picked up myself from just doing things. So we're going to do the same thing we did here to the other, with the other tag, and I'll probably put a tab on it as well. You'll get rain in your area, in your neck of the woods, as they say. I think, isn't it Al Roker that says it on the Today Show? Hal. Huh. I'm even calling people by the wrong name today. I guess, honestly, I guess that's what happens when you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's now 11, and I've been in my craft room most of that time. Couldn't sleep, so I've just been randomly working on stuff. I'll probably crash here later this afternoon, which is not a problem because I don't have anywhere to go today. Alright, so we're going to put this one in here, and that happens to be an owl tag. Let's see if we have some kind of little bit here that we might want to use for a closure of some kind. just looking. Let's go back to a tab. I think it's going to be a tab. All else fails, add a tab. You're a circle. I wish I had a tab that looked out of that paper, huh? Those are all flags, tabs, circles. These were just things that were punched out of some random scrap bits that I had. And I have helpers that are with me here each day, and I just ask one of them to help me punch some things out. This is kind of neutral-ish on the back side, so I think, yeah, it's not really spiderweb, it's neutral-ish map. But I think I'm going to do it that way, because that looks a little more spiderweb-ish. Webbish? Is that a word? I just think I invented one. I'm bad about inventing new words. I just fill in with my invented words, so you never know what I might say on here. Or what words I might invent. Alright. Again, I'm just going to do this and push it down. I only added glue to half of it. So once it's dry, we can come back and maybe this one's dry enough to take the paper clip off. We can test it. Put the paper clip on this other one. And let's see what happens. We'll close that up. This one, we'll leave the paper clip on while I move along here. But just wanting to see if this one, oh yeah. And then this part can flap right into there, and you got a little hidden secret journaling spot. And I probably have something cardish that I can put in the top pocket. Somewhere. The question is, where will I find it? And here we go. This will coordinate with the other owl, but I don't think it's gonna, I think it's too tall. It'll stick out too far. Yep, we'll just put him right in there. He can be peeking out of the pocket. And we'll leave that top pocket for maybe a little tiny ticket piece of some kind. I bet you Tim Holtz created something in here that could be used. It's a fake book. A ticket bit. Bewitch. Let's see. Poison. A raven. Bewitch. Toxic. Just looking for something kind of plainish. It's not an actual bookish piece. Here we go. We'll put a little arsenic guy up there. Everybody needs an arsenic label in their journal, don't you think? Get the hickory smoke back, and now we're going to go back to inking with some black soot. And I'm going to go ahead and ink around this folio, and the folio part of the journal will be done. So I'm just going to work for a while, and don't really have anything in mind planned today other than just working on these journals. Well, as far as videoing goes, I am going to do some, I also crochet on the side, and I'm working on a blanket for my niece's twin, actually 2 blankets for my niece's twins. They are both a little over a year old. They turned a year earlier this year, so they're about a year and a half. Oh, don't want to do that. And inking like this can cover a world of issues. Now, I do want to I'm probably going to come back here and do some kind of a policy closure here. I don't yet know with what, but that's probably going to be my plan for that. I have some closure pieces that were punched out of just circles, punched out of some old packaging and different things, and I'll probably pick a couple out and use them on here. I also have this gallopy, I don't know what you call this, scallop circle. I believe that's what they call this. And I might just, I don't know if that would look right. No, probably not on here. All right, moving on. While I'm thinking about this page, I'm just going to go ahead and ink it up. Looks like I didn't quite get it matched up here, but if it's too much to ink, I'll trim it up. Yep, it is. So we're going to just take my scissors and turn this where I can get it, and I'm just going to just take that sliver off there. Whoop. I'm actually doing 2 Halloween journals this year, so stay tuned. Also, if you are a new subscriber, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, and be sure that you, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and follow, because then when I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. So stick around, especially if you like shopping at Amazon, just saying. I have decided, I had to put myself on a budget. I'm one of these people that didn't have one, which I don't recommend, because then if you get to be 60 like I am now, then you forget things, and so you really need to have things written down in a way that you can keep track of them, which is what I've been doing. And in doing so, I figured up what I've spent on craft supplies so far this year, and it's quite a bit. So with all these lovely scrap supplies, I'm just going to be using them to create things for you, and not buying any more scrap supplies the rest of the year, and probably quite far into 2026. The only thing I will buy is if I run out of glue, which I can't see that happening soon, because I have 2 more bottles of glue still yet that have not been opened up to try. So far, my favorite is this Collage glue, quite honestly. Okay, I believe in my ephemera box I have an actual window, so if I do, we're going to create or maybe just glue on window. So let's see here. This is my box of Halloween ephemera bits, and so if I have a window, it's most likely clear down here in the bottom. Turn it up on its side, it's just easier. Here's another pocket that goes with the folio, excuse me, with this folio, and a journal card that goes with this folio. Another page that can go with this. Window, window, where art thou, window? Those are not windows, that's for sure. Some more playing cards I altered last year. Now, I know I had a black window that I thought went in here. Of course not, because I want it. So therefore, it's going to hide far away from me. Is that windows down here? Nope, black paper. Aha. It was. It's a little bit bigger than the one we have, but ooh, sorry, I didn't realize that was shining by the camera. Sorry about that. My mind went blank there momentarily. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to add that on there. I really like it. Only because I'm not quite 100% sure if I want to slide something in and out of this. If I do, however, let's see how I can do this. Let's see, if I put a slit in that, which I should have done before I glued them together, I can put something on the other side to cover up the part that ends up sticking through my page, so to speak. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I've not tried this, so be patient. This is something entirely new for me, but we're going to do a sliding window. No, we're not. I'm going to make it a pocket. I can perhaps put something maybe in it in the future, but then that would block my window pieces. I'd still have the black ones, so that would work. So let's just, I really don't care the page opposite to this, that this is blank on the back. If I center that right, that would look really, really cool. And I could just trim off the top bits, so let's do that. And I'm only going to glue down 3 sides. Slide this way, so I'm going to glue up on top. Not clear up to the top because I know I have to trim this. And I'm going to glue down this side, or at least try to hit it. And I'm going to glue across the bottom. Nothing big, but a small tag of ghosty piece could easily go in there. And I'm just going to lay it down and just slide it to where I want it to be. And I'm going to let it dry completely before I trim off the top pieces of my window. Just want to make sure it's centered and looks good that way. And I'm going to press it down. Don't do like I did and slide your whole page when you go to press it down. Okay. Yes, I really like that. Now, I feel like I'm missing something down here. And I did have some pumpkins on a card piece that might look really cool sitting under the window. Let's see, pumpkin, pumpkin, where art thou, pumpkins? They were sideways. What are you? You're a round thing. Ah, you're a card. Oh, I know what I have that will look really cool here. Perhaps as a pocket. It is a cat pocket. The cat's sitting on top of a brick wall, and it looks like a pocket. It's made to be a pocket. Came with a folio kit. Up there he is. Let's go say, be patient. He's here somewhere. Yes, he's got to go there, but he's going to need trimmed. Oh, just look at that. Isn't that cool, you guys? I just think that's awesome. I'll get my larger scissors out to trim this. There we go. And we'll try to just trim it right up. Aim my scissors on this right, and I can just trim it right up through here. Yeah. Get those out in case I need them again. And we're going to ink this up. You also probably should not leave your ink uncovered like I do either, y'all. That's what causes them to dry out. Then you have to get your water out, squirts them every single time you use them, and that's annoying. I have to do that every time you want to use it, but hey, it does wake it up. Works well. Just annoys me to have to do it myself. Got a little tiny tear on my cat there, but once it gets glued down, it won't be a problem. I think I am going to put glue on my cat. What happens if I glue the cat down? You block the pocket, Miriam. You can't glue your cat down. Okay. So what did you guys think of the trial of Yes Pace? I hope you left me some comments if you watched it. And let me know if you'd like to see more content like that. I had a lot of fun doing that one. So just let me know. If you like silly with serious, I can do it. Sometimes I don't even need to try. It just happens all by itself. The silly just starts showing up. The words start coming out of my mouth. Half the time, it might not make sense. Alright, so we'll put our brick wall kitty cat on here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's bring him down a bit, because a brick wall wouldn't go all the way to the window, I don't think. Hold it down a few on the edges till the glue grips. Probably should have gotten out another baby wipe. I had one earlier and probably buried it. Nope, it's not in my lap either. Don't know where it went, but that's okay. It's fine and dandy. Okie doke. So now we have that, and I think we'll put, this is a McGrew, it's a card from back in last Halloween, and I just covered it with a lady that kind of looked witchy. Well, Miriam, you might want to hold that down a little more. It's wanting to curl up on me, so the glue, it's got to hold it down a minute for the glue to grip. Just without gluing my fingers to it. here we go. We are going to clip Miss Witchy Poo here, if that's what we want to call her, to this, and we'll move on to the next one, and that should hold it well till it dries. And on this one, I just want to have some purplish, because my printer was running low on ink at the time. I like the purplish on here, but I'm also just rubbing my dauber across so it kind of grunges it a little and doesn't make it quite so obvious. Yeah, it still gives a little purple, but it's just not jumping out at me saying boo. Okay, this is just a symbol here, and I had a little black envelope somewhere that I think would be perfect. Yes. Where are you, little black envelope? Okay. This is just a little envelope with like a butterfly closure. You can hide things in it. And let's see if McGrew here, the King of McGrew, will fit inside my envelope. And he does. So King of McGrew gets in the envelope. Whoop. And we're going to glue it down. We both don't want to stay up to close the envelope. There they go. Alright. Now we need some decorations here. There's a poison. That's really cool. There's a bottle. Also says poison. Let's see what else I got here. Little teeny tiny witchy figure. Some kind of labyrinth or maze. Which would look cool on that. Where is my... What did I do with the little tiny... They're went everywhere, y'all. I put some little pieces out here so it'd be easier to grab, and they went clear back under my mat. I don't want ghostly. Witch or witchy would be good. Well, we're going to have to pull something else because I just do not see it at the moment. Tiny little bingo card. Yeah. We want... Oh, that might be good considering that's a candelabra. We got a toxic. Shake well before using. That is really good. And let's see, maybe something else. Warning, maybe habit forming. All right. I don't know why the Raven's here because we're not using Mr. Raven. However, let's see. Do we want to skip this page because it has some pretty graphics? Let's see what the back of this page is. Oh, it's just plain. Let's do this on the back. Everything does not have to be on the front of a page. Yep. We're going to put this down. And I'm not going to do it as a pocket. I'm just going to do it as a hidden place to put things. Maybe a candy wrapper from Trick or Treat that your kids got. Whatever you like to keep in your journals. Or maybe you just like to have them for art purposes. That's okay too. If you don't have kids, you might have grandkids. You might write in them. Really have them for any way that you would, your little heart's desire. Okay. And then what if we... I don't like the upside down rose. Put the rose up here? Yeah. ink it up first with black ink. How long have I been working? All right, we'll finish this envelope up and we'll call this one a video. So if you're not subscribed, as I said, be sure you do that. Don't miss out on the giveaway. When we hit 500, we're getting close. We're over halfway there. Closer to 300. Not quite there yet. Have a ways to go. So share my videos with your friends or with someone else, and if you can help me get my subscriptions, I mean, I can't do it without you. If you can help me get my subscriptions up to 300, then there will be a giveaway. Mr. Poison doesn't really work here. What if we put it up here? Let's pull Ms. Rose up here. We'll lay that right like that for a moment. We're just going to slip this down here, kind of a little under the envelope. We'll put that layer. Come back and get our rosy rose. We'll put the rose like that. Okay. Sometimes you can take this collage glue and erase it off if you make a mistake and happen to, I didn't ink around poison, but I really will do these because this was a cutout, I'm pretty sure. Don't know, but I see white. I'm not going to ink around the black ones because I think the little white edges will help them to stand out better. Okay, let's put, I don't like that circle, so we're just going to put warning, shake well before use. Somewhere I have one that says toxic. Part of the Tim Holtz ephemera. All right. See if I can find a toxic one real quick. Probably can't. Nope. It's not jumping out at me, so I'm just gonna not worry about it here. What are you? Habit forming? Or are you the toxic? Ah, here it is. There you are. There you are. It should have went nail first, so seeing that lovely glue. Accidentally put something where you wanted to put something else. You just come along and peel it up. And if it hasn't yet had a chance to dry, you'll be good. The shake well's bigger, I believe. Yes, it is. Of course, we all know to shake toxic poisons well, right? However, do we know that they can become habit forming? Likely not, huh? Bring that back just a wee bit. There. I like that page. I like it. I like it. I do like it. Okay, now we got the alphabet, and on this one I want to get a piece of my old book over here and put it under it because I want to ink the white part with my dauber, and I don't want it to spill off over anything else at this point. I did say I was going to call it quits with that one, didn't I? Yep, we're hitting an hour now, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this off camera on my own. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoyed today's, and I hope you're working on your own Halloween journals. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye for now.